Oh, so sketchy.
Welcome to the Sno Drift Rally, the season opener for the 2025 ARA National Championship presented by Kubota. Right now, I'm standing on Bonfire Alley, one of the most famous stages in all of America, if not the world, and I'm in the spectator corner. Looks a little bit different right now. Tomorrow, it's going to look a little something like this. But before we get to that, we got to start off day one of the rally. 8 stages tonight, 17 stages total in the rally, just under 120 stage miles, 40 cars in competition this weekend. Let's head to Lewiston and hear from some of the drivers to see what the weekend's going to be all about. Connor, how you doing? It's a little cold out.
It's very cold out, yeah.
I'm noticing you're first on the road. Might have been a seated draw. Tell us the theory here.
Well, you have more grip when there's more snow on the stage. Not that one car going by would have changed much, but I thought it'd be nice to get the Kubota out there first this weekend if we can't hold it on to at least today. So we got to play it safe a little bit, but I think I know the sections where we can push pretty hard and try and get as much time on Brandon as we can, but he's really good and he's really consistent, so it's going to be tough. I'm going to have to drive outside my comfort zone for sure. It's really awesome to have Kubota part of the series, helping out this year, and it's an absolute honor to be driving the orange tractor this weekend and for quite a few events this year. So I'm a big Kubota guy. I have a tractor. I use it all the time, so I'm stoked to have them on board.
I really enjoyed last year's event. I mean, I know a lot of people didn't love it, but the snow is obviously classic snow drift, and it always provides its own unique challenge and obviously nerves because of, it just gets worse and worse through the night typically. But yeah, testing was all right. We got to try lots of things. And feeling pretty good about the balance of the car. I think there's still some areas where we could find a bit more grip with it, but yeah, we'll just see how it goes.
Okay. Keaton, you agree with all that?
Absolutely, 100%.
Awesome. Love it. Well, thank you. Good luck, guys.
Bye.
Right now we're dealing with a fuel pump issue, so we'll see if we even start the rally.
Okay.
But the guys are working through it, and we'll see in about, 20 minutes. I mean, this rally is so unpredictable. Everyone's running different tires. I see Subaru is running the blocked tires. I think that I don't even know what they are.
Yeah.
Everyone's running different ones, but we stuck with sort of the outlier choice with the Blizzaks that are traction ice. So we'll have a little bit more grip on the icy stuff, but then we'll lose a little bit on the snow stuff. So it's a win or lose. We'll see. We'll try to hold it together for as long as we can, though.
Nick Allen back. It's been a couple events since we've seen Nick. Nick got the boot warmers on. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. It's really good to be back on the rally scene and looking forward to driving the car, having some fun. I'm kind of going event by event, but I'd be shocked if you don't see me back out.
Okay.
The last event I had a pretty hard hit, so we'll see how the pace is after that.
Yeah.
I feel good, but the stage times will tell.
So many cool cars out here this event. 40 cars, just under 120 stage miles, 17 stages this weekend. I think we're gonna have to head to stages.
Rutted and so tracked, you were just kind of bouncing left and right, so it was really difficult to kind of get into a groove. But hey, got the first stage out of the way, looking forward to the rest of the race. KJ's reading perfect notes, I can't wait, I'm excited. ARA, let's go!
Got the Renault Clio, Sean Donnelly here. Sean,
A lot of time, I gotta rip this radiator mask off. We're getting hot temps.
okay, pull up, do what you gotta do. So Sean Donnelly's ripping the radiator mask off here. They're getting after it. So right now it seems like maybe they overblocked the radiator and maybe there's a little bit of overheating. Typically they'll tape these up to kind of stop it from overcooling, but it seems like maybe they had too much of that. So basically just taking that off, getting it cooled down. Sean, what about conditions? How's the new car?
It's a lot of fun. Awesome. A lot of power.
Love it, love it. Good luck, Sean. Brandon, one stage down. How is it out there?
Yeah, it was okay. It was tricky with the fresh snow. Even the plowed bits were deeper than I thought they were going to end up being, so I don't know. Maybe the car's a bit stiff, but it was okay.
Kind of expected it. I mean, you said it was a little more slippery than expected?
Not even slippy, just soft.
We're just having a good time out there. It's pretty slippery.
Yeah, what tires are you running in this rear-wheel drive setup here?
We got some cut Nokians and some cut Blizzaks, kind of a smorgasbord of what I could get.
Okay. Are you able to maintain your normal style out here?
Oh yeah, well of course. Okay. You know, sideways and fun.
Okay,
yeah.
Loving it. Awesome. Well, thank you. Good luck. We'll catch up with you later.
All right.
Connor, first loop down. How you feeling?
Oh, so sketchy.
Yeah.
I thought first was the right decision, but in the deep snow, we've got a lot of the snow's coming up over the front of the car and hindering the ability to see anything. So,
Are you taking cuts and that's causing it a little bit, or just right in the road?
no, it's just like the places they didn't plow. The snow's so deep that when I brake, the front of the car's hitting the snow and it's coming up over the roof into the windscreen. But yeah, I definitely thought we wouldn't be as slow as we're going, but
You got a big smile on your face. You got to be having fun.
Yeah, we're having fun. We're just going to try and keep it on the road and try and pick up the pace a little bit here and there, but try and be smart.
You taking any cuts out there?
I don't cut, man. I don't cut.
Awesome. Love
I'm
it.
not a cutter.
Good luck, Jimmy.
I'm doing all right. We had a rough go. We had issues. I didn't have lights going the first stage.
Okay.
And then we're having issues getting buckled in, so we started like about 8-10 seconds after we got started. Second stage had the same issue, but at least got the lights that time, so it was a lot better. Finally, stage 3, we got to the time control in time, and we're able to at least get a decent run. That last stage felt a lot better. I think we're finally getting in the groove after that.
This was a real kind of trial by fire on this car, but we've been finding some pace. We've been feeling more comfortable. 2 of those stages we had the right tire. 2 of those stages we didn't. I'm happy. I'm happy. This car is fast. It's dying on me.
Keep moving.
But it's fast, and I'm having a blast driving it. Stefan's doing great. I'm feeling good. So yeah, pace is starting to come back, and I'm trying to keep it that way.
Chris here. What's up, man? How's it going?
Oh man, first snow drift ever. This is just wild out here.
Picked a good one, it sounds like. What are the conditions like out there?
I cannot, it's awesome. Yeah, I mean, there's some sketchy, really slippery stuff, but man, the banks are crispy. If you're in on it early, you brake early, stop, get in those banks so you can get, in like a lamb, out like a lion.
Oh, this is slippery. Yep.
Last I saw you, I was all chipper. We've made a lot of contacts with a lot of very cold water.
Cold water, as in snow, ice, what exactly?
All of the above. That was very rough for us. Very rough. I'm really disappointed in myself. Everything was good, but we overcooked it into a number of corners and ended up in the snowbank, stucks, past.
Oh no.
The whole thing. But I suppose that is the snowdrift experience, 100%. And that's how racing goes. High highs, low lows, and that's why we love it. So we're gonna take the good with the bad on this one, head back to the hotel, get some sleep. We're coming back at you better tomorrow. You heard it here first. We're not gonna do that tomorrow. All right, can I take your order?
Yeah. Taylor, how's it going?
Man, we're here. Yeah, we having to keep past the Fiesta. It just hasn't worked to allow us to start in front of them. So yeah, when we get up close to them, we get a little blinded, but they know what they're doing. They let us pass. We continue on. So yeah, overall pretty great. Definitely got slippy. That's for certain.
That does it for us here at day 1 of Snowdrift. Still 9 stages to go tomorrow. Stay tuned. Looking forward to that Bonfire Alley stage tomorrow night. Currently leading the national rally is Brandon Semenuk. Leading the regional is Taylor Hovenar. Just about 40 seconds behind him is Jimmy Pellizzari. Right. Patrick is in the mix here. I'll get a quick word with him. He's signing some autographs. Patrick, you got the fuel pump sorted out? You're back in the game today?
Turns out it wasn't a fuel pump.
Okay.
It turns out to be like a couple bigger, more thorough issues that we couldn't really fix on the fly. We sort of rigged her a little bit to make it here, and then we got to jump it to start. But then if I turn the car off or stuff it anywhere, that's my rally. So I don't know. There's some weird like power drainage issue with the car, and it's just something that we can't fix. We've gone through 3 ECUs now, all broken, fried. So very interesting what's going on with this car right now. But you know, that's the beauty of rally.
Heading out for day 2 now, 9 more stages to go. But if you want to learn to drive like this on the ice and snow, we got a little something we're cooking up for you here in Wisconsin next week kicking off. Check this out.
Hey everyone, I'm Eric, senior instructor here at DirtFish. Welcome to Ice Driving USA. We're here to get you sideways on the ice. Are we talking or are we driving? You'll start your day here on the lake in Wisconsin. First, we'll have you on the slalom course to give you a better understanding of how weight transfer works on the ice. But we're really here for linking corners and getting sideways on some longer courses. Power, check. Grip, double check. All-wheel drive, studded tires, great hospitality, and one amazing frozen lake for a playground. And getting here couldn't be easier. The nearest airport is just 30 minutes away, and we have 1 or 2 day courses available, including an all-women's class. So what are you waiting for? Come join us, and we'll see you on the ice.
As we head into day 2 of the rally, Brandon Semenuk holds the lead and will start first on the road. With more snow expected today, the conditions are set to get even trickier. Taylor Hovnar leads the regional rally. Can he keep the pressure off from Jimmy Pellizzari? 9 stages remain. With no studs allowed on these icy roads, it's anyone's race.
Double flat crest down, 100 through dip, left over flat crest, 30 max, like right in over jump, left over 125.
Brandon, going into the start here, how's the day going so far?
Yeah, it was a fun start of the day. Obviously the stages are in the best condition the first loop, so yeah, I had a blast.
Is this snow coming down affecting the conditions at all?
I think it'll just hide the ice underneath, but I don't think it's going to do a whole lot for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plan of attack for the rest of the day?
I mean, we'll be neat this loop, especially that the middle stage of the loop's quite icy right now. So I think just try and get it through and clean. You've got a good lead. Just try and enjoy the rest of the rally.
Connor, a couple stages in this morning. How you feeling?
Pretty good, actually. Yeah, the stages were really fun and flowy, so I had a lot of fun with that. We've had some snowfall since we ran this first stage, so it'll be covered up probably, but I think it's still going to be a little bit more slippery than I expect it to be. So we'll probably take this one easy and just see what the conditions are like and go from there.
She is very not happy with me.
Yeah.
That's okay, but she's getting to the finish, I hope. A few more stages, 3, 2, and then 1. So not a bad number of stages left, and we'll see. I mean, at this point, we're not getting any points. We're not doing really much of anything, so might as well just have some fun.
Love it. Love it. Thank you. Good luck. Take care. Nick, standing here at the start of 12, how you feeling right now?
Feeling pretty good.
You know, we've seen a little bit of snow even building up on the microphone. Do you think that's going to affect the conditions, kind of hide some of that ice, or what?
I don't think so too much. I think it's going to be a little bit more slippery this time around, but we still went out on a snow tire, so hoping that was the right choice. That's what we've been on, and it seems to have worked so far.
Enjoying it, having fun?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, Cameron, real quick, we know you're tight for time. How's it going out there so far today?
It's awesome. I'm having a great time, driving a lot better, and just loving the stages. They're very flowy and linked together very nicely today. So
everyone's talking about the jumps on this stage. You gonna send it on them or what?
Oh yeah, of course. If there's a jump I can hit flat out, I'm gonna hit it flat out. So
looking forward to seeing the photos. Good luck.
All right, thank you. Yep.
Yeah, it was pretty good this year. Obviously we had snow, so Sno Drift returns. But yeah, it was a good event for us. I enjoyed it. Obviously, we were a bit strategic with how we approached it. You know, trying to find a good pace on the first passes, and then just being careful when things kind of polished up. So, but it all worked out. Happy with the drive on a few of the stages there, but yeah, it was nice to play with the car a bit as well. Like I said before, we haven't raced the car in snow before, and we haven't really with the day of testing, you're not going to find the perfect setup. So there's lots of things to try. Some things worked, some things didn't. But now we have that experience moving forward, and even some of that stuff will apply to potentially some wet gravel events and things like that. So all good experience and learning. Yeah, just excited to be back on the snow.
Yeah, it was probably the most challenging rally I've ever done. With a car that's this quick on these stages that are so slippery, no studs, it definitely caught me off guard a little bit. I thought I'd be closer on the pace earlier on, and I wasn't. And I kept getting more and more comfortable. Our stage times looked pretty good, but I made a lot of mistakes. Had a few spins, just didn't mark the slippy bits as good as I needed to. So next year, hopefully those will be marked, and we'll have some better onboard to study for the rally. But yeah, overall just a really tough rally, and I'm glad just to be at the end. I know stage one, I was too timid for sure. Just trying to get used to the car, and nothing really felt right. Even a good turn, just very uncomfortable. So, and then stage three, we had a really good time. I think we were only 12 slower than Brandon, so we felt good. And stage four, a little bit back, but the second loop had a mistake, had a spin, and then we went off into a guy's yard, joined back on. So just, started to push a little bit too hard for what the conditions were allowing. But today we had one small spin, which was so silly. It just slippy braking, put the car on the edge of the bank to try and slow it down, and it grabbed the front and just spun us 360 and kept on going. So not a huge mistake, but one that's definitely costly if we were in a battle for the lead. So just got to learn.
It was my first event since a big off last year, and so I was not really sure how I was gonna be in the car. Just I thought that I had it, but you never know after something like that. So sure enough, night one we came right out and attacked and built a bit of a lead, and then day two just kept extending that lead a bit, and then at the end started to play it safe. Because the roads were really tricky, especially the snow that's coming down now and the warmer temperature. It was like just driving on a super slick layer of mud or something like that wet snow.
I can't begin to imagine, the last time you got out of a Fiesta Rally 3, it was in all sorts of trouble. And to get in it and actually sit on the start line, tell us about that.
Yeah, it was a tough choice, really. I won't go into too much details of what happened last year, but I wasn't thrilled with why it happened. And honestly, just making the justifications to myself and to my family. It's tough, but at the end of the day, my wife said, you need to rally. So she was right, and I'm glad that I got back in the seat and happy to be here. And it was really a lot of fun in the car with Martin. But honestly, it's the guys, Derek James and the guys who rebuilt that car, my hat is off to them. That car is immaculate. It looks just like it did before Oregon Trail.
I mean, we had great battles with the Fervor team last night and today, but I mean, realistically, speed-wise, they had us. So, major props to them. They really upped the game, and so we're going to have to up our game next year. But, we've had our fair share of mechanical DNFs, so I totally feel for them. And, they were on their way to the refueling, and the car gave out. So it was pretty brutal. It's great to be here, though. It's great to win. I feel awful for them, but it's been a lot of fun the last couple days. It's great to have the weather. It'd be great if we could have this every year, but when you get the snow and everyone comes out, the spectators are out, it's just, there's nothing quite like it. So yeah, it's fantastic. Seeing the people there every year is always amazing. And that's what makes this event so special too, is you go out in the woods and not even just Bonfire Alley, but you're way out in the middle of nowhere, and you've got the same environment, the same energy, great people, bonfires everywhere, and they're all cheering you on, and it's just a really great feeling. And but Bonfire Alley, I mean, we were thinking on the way down the stage, you know, Monte Carlo has all the flares, but I don't think they have a flamethrower. So I think we've got that. Northern Michigan has that on France, I think. So.
First ever win today, class win, and then first ever overall podium. So I'm absolutely thrilled to do both in one. Super psyched on this. I mean, this one's gonna go down in the memory bank for sure. I'm never forgetting this one. I'm absolutely ecstatic. It was a tough race. The conditions were just unforgiving. The car was, I'm learning the new car for the first time. I'm in these you know, terrible snowy conditions. Well, it's beautiful, but you know, it doesn't make for good racing. And it was a challenge. It was a really big challenge, but Stefan and I put in a lot of work, and we're really happy with this result. The rest of the year, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek because we haven't even released this on like socials or anything yet, but the rest of the year, as it stands, is a full national RC2 season in a Hyundai i20.
Well, it was by far the most challenging event that I've ever done. You know, I've never run Sno Drift before, but I'm not a stranger to the snow. I grew up in the UP, and my first car was an E36 with a welded diff. So this was just, you know, a normal drive to work. But you know, it was really challenging. No, to be completely honest, it was very difficult. Stages yesterday with the deep snow and the ruts, that presented a big challenge. You know, there's not a whole lot you can do outside the ruts with rear-wheel drive. So we had a couple of spins. We lost about 3 minutes on stage 3. So that was, you know, whatever. But we got out of the snowbank. Lars pushed us out, my co-driver, and yeah, no, it was really good. It was fun. The stages today, they got really slippery on the second running, but it was so flowy and just linking corners, and I mean, it was just an absolute dream to drive in that car.
Oh man, Sno Drift, I've never done this event, so I've done most of the rest of the national series. I'm going for a championship. The snow is so slippery, right? So I've been on really slippery gravel, but this is even more slippery. So it's more rear brake, cut the tires, do as many things as you can do to just try to get a little bit of grip, and then patient. You got to be super patient, and that's hard for me. I get all excited and emotional, and I want to go, and that's not the right time. So I controlled that demon this weekend, so I'm really happy about that.
That does it for us here at Sno Drift Rally, round 1 of the ARA National Championship presented by Kubota. Brandon Semenuk takes home the win and is your current national championship leader, as well as Jimmy Pellizzari taking home the regional win. Join us next month as we head to Missouri for round 2, Rally in the 100-Acre Wood, and stay tuned to all of our coverage on DirtFish.com.